Okay, we are live. Was Matthew coming or? I don't know. Should we just start? Okay. All right, so we're gonna do the quiz problems first, right? So that Mitchell can go get rest.
Who wants to turn this in this time?
I can do it this time.
Okay.
Okay, so the first quiz question, we're supposed to simplify sine x over 1 minus cosine x plus 1 minus cosine x over sine x. And since it's fractions, I think we have to do the lowest common denominator, right, to each side.
Yeah.
So that would be sine 2x plus 1 minus cosine x squared. It's the same on that one. Over sine x times 1 minus cosine x. Is that what you guys got?
Wait, yeah, repeat.
So we have to do it. So we're going to times that first one, sine x with sine x again. So that's sine squared x. And then the other side needs a 1 minus cosine x. So then it would just be 1 minus cosine x squared. And then we guess we can put it out. So sine 2x. So that would be 1 minus 2 cosine x plus cosine 2x.
So does it turn out to look like this?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I wrote down.
I can't see it.
Not better. So I have it as 1 minus cosine squared x plus sine squared x over. Oh.
That's the same thing. I just put it out and then. That look like the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it's squared, so then you have to, so it'd be, I just wrote it backwards, I think. So cosine 2x. Just 2 cosine x plus 1. And then, so we have a sine to second x plus 1 of the cosine 2x. Isn't that a Pythagorean identity? So that will cancel or simplify down to 1.
I think so.
Since we have both of those components on that top one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That would leave 2 minus 2 cosine x over sine x times 1 minus cosine x. Is everyone at that point?
Yeah.
I don't know if okay. And then factor out the 2. And that would be 1 minus 1 cosine x over sine x minus 1 minus cosine x. So those would cancel out, right? and leave 2 over sine x.
Yeah. You said 2 over sine x?
It's also got, so like the cosine 1 minus cosine x cancel out.
Oh, okay, I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would put.
And I don't know, do we need to simplify out more the 2 over sine x?
I don't think so. I think you just leave it like that. So the homework, they would have us keep it in terms of sine and cosine.
Okay. Never going to get that same answer if we put that as the answer for the group quiz.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, does everyone agree on that answer if that for the group quiz?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the B part is A times cosecant. I always get those confused. A minus 1. So if we put those in, should we put those in sine and cosine? So change the tan to sine A over cosine A.
So what you can do, so this one, the cosecant squared A minus 1, that's actually a Pythagorean identity. So you can change that into cotangent squared x.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is it x or A still?
I'm pretty sure be A.
Okay. So it would be tan A times cotangent squared A minus 1?
Yeah. Wait, no.
is
The whole thing. The whole thing is the Pythagorean identity. So there would be, I think, the minus 1 would be part of the cotangent, right?
Yes.
So tan A times cotangent to A minus 1?
No, it's just cotangent squared A in the parentheses.
Okay. Because, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because the identity says plus 1 in there. Okay.
Yeah, and then since we have, since cotangent is 1 over tangent, what you do, you multiply the tangent across, so you get tan A over tan squared A. And then if you reduce that down, it breaks it down to 1 over tangent A, which is just cotangent.
Sorry, you said tangent A over tan
squared A.
Tan squared A.
And then if you reduce that down, it's 1 over tangent A. And then
Sorry, like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that just reduces down or changes into cotangent. Okay.
So then the answer is cotangent A.
Yes.
Sorry, since it's the quiz, I want to make sure I get it right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so then question 2. A says, use the identities you have learned and the different strategies verify the following identities. So, let me get this written down real fast.
For this one, you can write everything in terms of sine and cosines. So what we do, so you change the cotangent to cosine over sine times sine minus cosine squared x times 1 over cosine of x. And
All
then
right, so cosine x over sine x times sine x minus what?
cosine squared x times 1 over cosine x. Since that's what secant is.
Okay.
And so what happens is your first signs cancel out, and then one of the cosines for the cosine squared gets canceled out with the other, with the secant part. Did you see that?
So then it was just cosine x minus cosine x.
Which turns out to be
So
0.
0. So if I just write it like that, that's
Yeah, that's perfect.
and then part B. Let me just write it down also.
So part B, so we actually did this one last night. We did this exact same one.
Oh really?
Yeah. If you still have the notes from that.
Nope. Oh, if I do, I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little disorganized lately.
Okay, no worries, I can just say it.
Which side are we simplifying down to?
I'm sorry.
Oh, do you have your notes so I can just copy?
Yeah. So let's see here. Let's see if it's
All
kind
right,
of.
great, Kitty.
So we're working with just the right side first.
The 1 plus sine over. Okay, so that would be change it to 1 minus sine x.
Do you need me to explain it?
Yeah, sorry.
No
I
worries.
honestly don't remember this.
No,
So we're just
so-
doing the right side.
Yeah.
So because the x, you have to move the out, so then it becomes 1 minus sine x.
Yes. And then what we do is we multiply the whole thing by 1 plus sine of x on the top and the bottom.
Wait, what?
So we multiply. So we have 1 minus sine x over cosecant x, right?
On the left-hand side. Oh, wait, on the right-hand side. Okay, yes, I see that.
So from there, we're multiplying that right side, the new right side, by 1 plus sine of x on the top and the bottom.
So that's where we get the 1 minus sine squared x over cosecant.
Plus 1. Because if you
On
do
the bottom?
cosecant, if you distribute cosecant over, it turns sine over cosecant turns to be 1. It's a sine over sine.
I feel like I'm not.
What step are you on?
So I got the 1 minus sine squared x, and then the cosecant x times 1 over sine. Is that what you're saying?
1 plus sine. So what it turns out to be is right there.
X plus, okay. Plus 1. Okay. Let me write that down. So 1 minus sine squared x over cosecant plus 1.
Yes.
Okay.
And then what they did is they rearranged the negatives. So right here is they rearranged the negatives so that they would get it in the form that it needs to be in the beginning of the problem. So what
So
they
cosecant parentheses negative x plus 1.
yeah, and then you just have to flip that around so it's 1 minus cosecant of negative x.
Of negative x or
Yeah,
x, negative x.
negative x.
So then it's 1 minus sine squared x over 1 minus cosecant parentheses negative x,
Yes.
which is what that first part is. So
Yeah. Does that make sense?
yeah, sorry, just let me write it out and then I'm going to show you so that we can make sure.
Okay, no worries. So the first part, so where you have the original problem,
Uh-huh.
to the right of it, put that you're multiplying it by 1 plus sine over x to the top and the bottom.
Okay.
So she knows how we got from that step to the next one.
So multiplying by 1
Plus sine x.
1 plus sine x. Like that?
Yeah, and then on the denominator as well.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay. Everything else looks okay?
Yeah.
I think that was the only questions, right, on the quiz?
Yeah. There's only just those one.
Okay. Hey, thank you for helping.
Yeah, of course. Sorry I'm not feeling too well. I've been trying to sleep all day, but I just get the sweats and the chills and stuff like that. So
It's the worst.
yeah. So
Unfortunately, all you can do is rest and get hydrated.
I know, right? I'm trying to get better before Thanksgiving. Hopefully.
Yeah. The
All right,
worst.
sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right, keep going better.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the extension problems.
Oh,
And honestly, I haven't done the homework on these, so I don't know how helpful I'm going to be.
this week have been a lot of my teachers have just been putting a bunch of tests and projects this week, so I've had no time to do it. I have to do all my homework either tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah, those are the worst weeks, huh? When they all fall on the same.
Well, it's because if they don't fall on the same, they don't want to have to give tests right after Thanksgiving, or their tests are during their testing time is during Thanksgiving, and so they're all pushing it onto this week. So I have 4 tests this week and 2 projects.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it's a rough week.
yeah, that is rough. Okay, so let's look at them, see if we can figure it out. If not, at least we got the quiz done.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to just do it Saturday? Because I do have to go at 9, and
Okay.
I'll be able to have some homework done by Saturday.
So I'm not going to be available on Saturday. So I mean,
Okay.
if you want to just do the quiz and you guys want to meet on Saturday, that's totally fine. I just won't be able to.
I mean, we don't have to do Saturday. We could do tomorrow too.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to an event this weekend, so
Oh, never mind then.
yeah. So this is the last day I can do it.
Okay, no, we could try and work through some then.
Yeah.
Just before 9, and then.
Yeah, let's work until 9, and then whatever we don't do, maybe we can just cut it on our own.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because we all need to do our homework. So, and if we have questions, we can always like email or Google chat if we have questions for each other. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. So, extension problem 1, it says another application of the identities is to be able to use them to solve for a specific value. Begin by going through the following problem that has been outlined for you. Then you will be asked to do a similar problem. So the question says, find cosine A over 2, given that sine A equals 3/5 and pi squared is less than A, which is less than pi. And then it says, what is the question asking you to find? So wouldn't it be, if we're given the
Cosine.
angle, then
Oh no, we're given the sine. My bad.
we're given an angle, so side, so angle A, so then we would be finding a side.
Yeah.
And okay, let's just do that, and then we can go to the answer problem key and see if we get it right. So it says begin by writing the identity for cosine A over 2, which I'm sure we have in this. Yeah, so it's the half angle identity. So cosine A over 2 would be plus or minus square root of 1 plus cosine A over 2 based on the half length identity.
Yes, so
And then in order to find cosine A over 2, what do you still need to know?
cosine of A.
Oh, cosine of A, yeah. And then will drawing a triangle help you to find the missing piece? I would say yes,
Yeah.
because we could set it up to find angle A. Okay, then draw a triangle in the correct quadrant and find the third side. Okay.
What?
Well, it says draw a triangle in the correct. Oh, sorry. Yeah, draw a triangle in the correct quadrant and find the third side. So we know. So sine A is 3/5. So sine it would be, so that would be 3. So one side would be 3.
No, well,
the hypotenuse would be 5.
yeah, and then the opposite would be 3.
Yeah, so this is what I have. So 3 and then 5, and then we're trying to find that one, right?
Wait, hold on. Let me. Yeah.
Okay. So then,
Are we just drawing the triangle, or are we solving for it?
well, it says draw a triangle and find the third side.
Oh, okay.
So I think could we use the
Pythagorean.
Yeah.
3 squared plus 5 squared equals b squared. It's 9 plus 25. Or was it? Never mind. It's 3 squared plus b squared equals 5 squared, right?
Yeah, so I think it'd be plus or minus 4.
Yeah.
So based off of it told us that it was less than pi, so then it would be the -4.
Oh, okay.
So our sides would be 3, 5, and -4. Then by substitution, you should be able to find the cosine A over 2. So cosine would be -4 over 2. Oh,
Sorry, I don't have my calculator on me. I can pull up I can pull it up. Get it done.
so we just substitute that into that square plus or minus square root 1 plus cosine A over 2. I don't think I'm doing that right. Oh, I'm not. So I think I was putting the wrong value because cosine A, so if we know the side, so isn't that adjacent over hypotenuse, so it would be -4/5.
Sorry, I just went to go find my calculator. Are you guys still on the substitution one, or are you on the next one?
No, I'm on the first one. I can't figure out. So cosine A/2, AB -4/5.
Yeah. We need to find cosine of A. So we need to find A.
Well, we found the side, but now we need to find the cosine of A, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So isn't that -4/5?
Yes.
And then, so my question, I guess, is because the equation says cosine x/2. So what do you do? Cosine -4/5 divide by 2. Yeah.
Wait, what?
So
we're supposed to find A first. So we're doing cosine of -4/5, and then that gives us or my bad, -4/5 equals cosine of A. And then
right, that's what I just said. But then the equation says cosine A/2 is plus or minus square root of 1 plus cosine A/2. So we just plug that in.
yes, I think.
I don't know. Does anybody else have any idea, or should we just skip it and go to the next one?
We can just move on to the next one, I think.
Antonio, do you have any suggestions on that one?
I'm not sure.
Path angles, so I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. Okay, let's just move on. So, okay, so find sine A plus or alpha plus beta, given that sine A is equal to -3/5 and is in the fourth quadrant, and cosine beta is -1/3 and is in the third quadrant.
So
So this one. So sine A plus B, I'm just going to say, is equal to sine alpha times cosine B plus cosine alpha plus sine B. So then we know that A is -3/5, so then it would be sine of -3/5 times cosine -1/3 plus cosine -3/5 plus sine -1/3. And then we'll need to take out the negatives, the even odd. So then it becomes negative sine 3/5 times cosine 1/3 plus cosine 3/5 plus actually negative sine 1/3. Does that make sense so far?
yeah.
And then I can't remember how to do what to do from there. So
Oh, we can see you. Get out of the way, we can see you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm kidding. I'm fine.
okay, and then I think we just have to find the angles, right? Like on the unit circle to find the actual value. Oh, I think we have to find individually. So I think we have to use the sine 2x plus cosine 2x equals 1
Oh.
to find it first. So let's find cosine first. So that would be cosine 2x minus 1 minus sine squared x. So 1 minus -3/5 squared. So 1 plus 9 over 26, so that would be 5 minus 9. It's 925 minus 8, so 4/5 is the cosine. Cosine of alpha would be plus or minus 4/5, and then it said what quadrant was it in? The fourth quadrant. So it would be negative 4/5. Is that what you guys get for cosine? Are you guys understanding this, or do you think we should just do the homework and then?
I am not. Trig was never my thing. Like I just doesn't.
I'm trying to find out how you got that cosine, but I'm not keeping up very well. Sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry, hold on just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Are we still on that one problem then? Still? It is sine a plus. Okay, I think I did it wrong. I think I was looking at the wrong thing. So I think we have to find sine and cosine. So I think if we start with sine, that same equation though, sine squared x plus cosine squared x equal 1, and we just input the values. So like on the first one for sine, if we do negative 3/5 squared plus cosine 2x equals 1, and then 9/25 cosine squared x equals 1 minus 9/25. So still 16/25 square root will be 4/5. Sine, I think still negative 4/5. Okay. And then the other one would be, so we would sine 2x plus negative 1/3 square equals 1. So sine but for that second one, third quadrant will be negative. So negative 8 divided by square root of 3. Is that what you guys did? Or is it just simply, okay. So then I think we just plug it into the equation. The first equation has the original numbers and then minus the new numbers that we just found. So negative 3/5 times negative 1/3 plus negative 4/5 times negative 8/3. Does that make sense to anybody?
I'm probably not going to be much help without. I haven't gotten this far into the homework. I still need to finish the first part of the homework. I'm just really far behind on homework, so I'm not sure.
So I think since we're all three not really sure how to do it, I think maybe we should probably not sit and try to figure it out how to do it. So if you guys want to meet later, you can, or we can always, like I said, email each other once we do the homework and have questions. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly started doing the homework just now. I was just looking into I was gonna just start doing the homework to see if I could get any clue on this, but I couldn't. I still gotta spend a decent amount of time on this.
Okay. No, that's good. I think we're just not gonna be able to get further in here since we're all haven't done it before.
Yeah.
So let's just do that. We have our group quiz that we did, and we'll turn that in. And I'll turn this in as the meeting link, but we can always email it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add a note when you turn it in. There may be another for when we come, if we come back to it.
Okay. And then yeah, you guys if you guys want to do it on Friday or Saturday, but I won't be there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, see ya.
Bye.